Hi guys, so yes, welcome to my WWE Crown Jewel reaction video. So yeah, we have just had WWE Crown Jewel and oh boy, this it wasn't a very good show, was it? Yeah, I think an argument can be made that this was probably one of the weakest shows of the year. Oh boy, some really bad booking decisions, I think, and some, quite frankly, disappointing matches as well. Yeah, just not a great card. I mean, I'm looking at this card now after I've watched the pay-per-view, and it's just underwhelming. Really, really underwhelming. I mean, so I've got 12 matches to talk about. Let's get to it. So, first match, Shinsuke Nakamura up against Rusev on the pre-show. Yeah, defending his United States Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura. This is like Nakamura's first defense in like 80 days or something. I mean, they've done nothing with him as the US champion, Paul Shinsuke, but yeah. And this was this was fine. It was only 9 minutes basically, but yeah, the finish was interesting though, where Rusev has Shinsuke in an accolade, but Nakamura wins with like a disqualification or something. Like, he just whacks Rusev in the balls with his head, and he retains. So it was like whatever. But yeah, hopefully Nakamura can stop. Nakamura, of course, is facing Seth Rollins. Survivor Series, so that could be good. Yeah, we'll see. Main show. So yeah, the first four matches of the card were all the WWE World Cup quarterfinal matches. So the first match we had was Rey Mysterio going up against Randy Orton. It was fine. It was only 5 minutes. I mean, these were all really short. The first four matches. 5 minutes. Not much to say here. Just a 5 minute match. Yeah, it was some bits and bobs here, but yeah, Ray won with like a roll up or something, or like a cheeky roll up, was it, or something like that, and caught Randy by surprise. And then yeah, that Ray won. He advances into the semi-finals, and then Randy just attacked him after the match, like hit him with a few RKOs, whacked him on the table, and Randy's like, yeah, walking off. So yeah, so Ray's all beaten up. Then we got the Miz and Jeff Hardy, and it's all right, 7 minutes, not much to say here. It was just another okay match. Miz won clean pretty much with the Skull Crushing finale. He beat Jeff Hardy clean. I was like, okay, bloody hell, that was unexpected. Yeah, so. And then we got the next quarterfinal match. We got Seth Rollins going up against Bobby Lashley with Leo Rush, and yeah, this wasn't very good. Poor Bobby Lashley. I mean, he was a last-minute replacement, obviously, for John Cena, I believe. Yeah, it was only 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes, just like Mysterio and Randy. This wasn't very good. And yeah, Seth just won. Well, I mean, honestly, Bobby was dominating most of the match, but then Seth just pulled a curb stomp out of nowhere and won. Okay, yeah, nice one. Nice knowing Bobby Lashley is going to be used good, well. And then we got probably the best match out of the quarterfinals. We got Dolph Ziggler with Drew McIntyre going up against Kurt Angle. Yeah, this was good. This was probably the best match at the front. It was 8.5 minutes. This was good. Kurt looked a bit knackered because I think obviously we know Kurt's well past his prime now. He's in his what? He's like 50 now, Kurt. But yeah, this was still a good match. He was pulling out all the golden cool spots, and yeah, Ziggler looked strong. He kicked out of a angle slam. He countered ankle lock, and then he won with a zigzag. With Drew McIntyre's distraction help, but yeah, he won with a zigzag. Done. He pinned Kurt Angle clean. Oh, well, that was surprising. I was like, Kurt Angle just took a clean pinfall to Dolph Ziggler. What? I really thought Kurt Angle was going to advance onto the semi-finals, but no, Dolph Ziggler won clean, more or less. And yeah, so I guess this was just a case of the old talent putting over all the old guys. I mean, I've noticed that, like, Jeff Hardy, Lashley, and Angle, they're all getting old now. They're all in the late 40s, early 50s, so... yeah, it's kind of like a state of them putting over all the young talent, more or less, isn't it? Well, Jeff and Bobby are early 40s, but Angle's late 40s, isn't he? So yeah, it's kind of like all the old talent putting over all the new talent, more or less, wasn't it? Yeah, but there. So yeah, Dolph, Seth, Miz, and Ray were all in the same finals. And then we got a tag team match for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships. Yeah, The Bar with Big Show up against the New Day. Yeah, not much to say here. That's every match. Yeah, it was only 10 minutes. It was fine. Big Show did some cool shit. I did like the ending where he just hits a KO punch on. I think it was Kofi or it was Big E. I don't know. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And Sheamus takes advantage. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's all I've got to say about that. Yeah, can we just move on to a new feud now for The Bar, please? Can we just get Sanity to do that. Although I don't think we are, do we? Because it's SmackDown versus Raw next, isn't it? So Survivor Series, we're probably going to get the bar probably against Dean and Seth, maybe. No, we can't, can we? No, because Seth's defending the IC belt. So whatever. Yep, and then we got the semi-final World Cup matches. Yeah, all the matches, it was just all the World Cup matches to begin with. The Miz up against Rey Mysterio. This was better. This was 11.5 minutes. It was good. This was a good match. Had some good spots. And really surprising, Miz won. Yeah, Miz won. He beat Rey Mysterio. What the fuck? I really thought Rey was going to advance to the final. He was my favourite to win the tournament, Rey Mysterio. But no, Miz won pretty much clean with a skull crushing finale. Was it? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, a skull crushing finale on Rey Mysterio. He just won. It was really surprising. I think he counted like some sort of 619 thing. That was a really cool way. But yeah, Miz won and he advanced to the final. I was like, okay, that took me by surprise. Didn't see that coming. And then we got Dolph Ziggler up against Seth Rollins, and this was a good match. It was 13 minutes. This was a good match. We both know how good these guys are. But it ended with Dolph Ziggler winning. He beat Seth Rollins, I think, with a zigzag, or was it a famouser? I don't know. But yeah, I think McIntyre got involved or something again and helped Seth get to the final. Helped Dolph get to the final. And a bit surprising. I thought Seth would get to that. I thought the final now was going to be Seth and Miz, but no, it was Dolph and Miz. That was the final. I mean, the two probably guys who I thought were probably least likely to get to the final got to the final. The Miz and Dolph Ziggler. So WWE, they surprised me. Quite a strange book tournament though, with Angle, Lashley and Hardy all going out in the first round, and then Rollins and Mysterio going out in the semis. It was a bit like, strange booking, but WWE, they got me. Yeah. Oh boy. And then on to the WWE Championship match. Yes, AJ Styles defending his belt up against Samoa Joe. And as you all know, I was really excited for this because I love Samoa Joe. He's my bae. And when he got announced he was taking over from Daniel Bryan, I was like, Joe might get another chance because it's the fourth PPV match between AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. They're continuing this feud. And it was 11 minutes. 11 fucking minutes. That was so short. I mean, what the hell? That was bad. This was bad. I didn't like this at all. I mean, it was nowhere near as good as the previous three matches AJ and Joe had. At Hell in a Cell, SummerSlam, and Super Showdown. They were much better. This just felt rushed. This just felt like a house show match. Where Joe just pretty much jobbed to AJ. And yeah, honestly, AJ was dominating most of the match. Joe didn't get that much offense in. He got a bit every now and then. He managed to get a clutch in, but AJ counted out. And then AJ hits a phenomenal forearm. 1, 2, 3. What? 11 minutes. I mean, I know AJ was retaining. Obviously, Joe wasn't going to win, was he? I mean, AJ's 5 days away from being WWE champion for a year, so there was no way he was going to lose, was he? So, it's a shame. So, shame Samoa Joe gets jobbed out to AJ. I mean, he goes all the way to Saudi Arabia and gets jobbed out to AJ. I didn't like that. Samoa Joe deserves better than that. So, this should have been... I wouldn't mind Joe losing, but this was just... in this fashion, in a 10-minute match was shit. I wanted this to be like a 20-minute match at least, but yeah, that's it. And now AJ is obviously going to go on to have the belt for over a year. So yeah, what's next for Joe? Who knows? Yeah, whatever. Oh boy, and then this is where it really got bad. So the show was just meh. For the first 8 matches, it was fine. Nothing great, but nothing rubbish either. But then as soon as the AJ and Joe match happened, woo, it went off a cliff. Nosedived. So yeah, we got that shit 10-minute match between AJ and Joe. Disappointing. And then we got Brock Lesnar up against Braun Strowman for the vacant Universal Championship. And oh my God. I can't get my head around this one. Okay, so the match is about to start. And then Baron Corbin attacks Braun Strowman with the Universal belt. Just attacks him, whacks him with the belt, and then Brock's like, okay, thanks. And then Brock just hits Braun with like 3 F5s. Braun kicks out of all 3 of them. Brock's like, then he hits Braun with another F5 outside the ring. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, Brock isn't actually going to win this, is he? And then he's about to hit a 5th one, but then Braun counters, like, okay, is Braun going to get a comeback here? But no, he just hits a 5th F5, 1, 2, 3. And your new Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. Your the first ever 2-time Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. Oh my God, they actually put the belt back on Brock, and I am shocked. Like, I can't believe that they actually did this. What the hell, WWE? Why would you do this? oh, they've got balls, the booking team or Vince or whatever. Why would you put the belt back on Brock? I do not understand this. Put it on Braun or have McIntyre come out, cost the match, and then set up a triple threat or something. But why would you give it back to Brock? I don't understand this booking. I mean, I've got a mate who was furious with this, and he's actually cancelled his network subscription. It's pissed him off that much. I'm pretty sure he's not on. I bet there's loads of. Whoa! I just can't get why they put the belt back on Brock. I'm speechless. Why? Oh God! And I was going to go, but on the upside, on the upside I can think of is that we're going to get AJ and Brock again at Survivor Series, champion versus champion, because we got that last year Survivor Series, and it was actually a really good match. So at least we're getting that again at Survivor Series. So I'm looking forward to that. But I just really do hope Brock loses the belt soon. I do not want to see Brock hold that belt for another 500 fucking days. No. So, yeah, please, can we just get the belt off Brock as soon as possible? Like, I do not want to see Brock with the belt for long in his second run. Please have him drop it to Braun or someone at Royal Rumble. Please. Or TLC, but we both know Brock won't be at TLC, will he? Because he's too big for that, Oh, boy. Yeah, whatever. And then on to, it gets worse. And then we got onto the WWE World Cup final match. Oh my God. So yeah, it was The Miz up against Dolph Ziggler, but something happened in the match and then Miz gets injured. Something happens with his leg and the ref is about to call it off and say, okay, Dolph wins. But then Shane McMahon's like, no, I'm taking his place. He's like, I'm taking his place. Come on, ring the bell. So Shane McMahon fights Dolph Ziggler in the final. What? Shane? It should have just ended with a no and then Dolph wins. But no! Shane, and he actually wins. He hits Dolph Ziggler with a coast to coast, and he beats Dolph Ziggler. And then Shane's like, yes, yeah, I'm the best in the world. I'm Shane McMahon. And he's running around with a trophy like a fucking idiot. Like, yes. Like, he wasn't even in the tournament. He just inserted himself into the fucking final. What the fuck? I don't get this. WWE, what was going on with this show? You absolute crazy bastards. God. The booking in the show, I just can't get my head around it. Brock getting the Universal Belt back. And Shane McMahon inserting himself into the World Cup final, even though he wasn't in the fucking tournament, and winning the World Cup final. For SmackDown. Yeah, for SmackDown Live. Yeah. I'm just speechless. Whatever. So yeah, the last three matches were shite. And then we get onto the main event, which, I thought was probably match of the night. And that's saying something, when four guys, who are well past their prime, who are all in their, 50s and Triple H is like late 40s, can put on match of the night, it's a bad show. No disrespect to Undertaker or Triple H or DX. So yeah, DX going up against the Brothers of Destruction. Shawn Michaels in-ring debut, well, in-ring return after 8 years, since WrestleMania 26. Yeah, 26. And it was a good match. I enjoyed it. For what it was, it wasn't going to be a 5-star classic, was it? Shawn Michaels is like, in his 50s, Kane's in his 50s, Undertaker's in his 50s, and Triple H is, he's hitting 50 soon, isn't he? So this wasn't going to be a classic. It was just going to be a slow, methodical build, paced match, tag team action. But yeah, it had some good moments, like when Undertaker's like, and Shawn Michaels is in the ring. I was like, oh, that was such a cool spot. And that was such a cool, they face to face after 8 years, they're back face to face in the ring. That was cool for Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Undertaker. And it was a good match. It had some good spots out in the ring. Shawn Michaels did look a bit weird though, with his big bald. Shawn Michaels, he just doesn't look good bald. He should have had his hair. He looked so weird being bald, a bald Shawn Michaels. He looked like Triple H's older brother. He really did, because they're both bald and got facial hair. So whatever. But yeah, it was a fine match. But yeah, it ended with it was a long match too. It was about 20 minutes, something like that. The time isn't here for some reason, but it was easily the longest match in the show by about 5-10 minutes. But yeah, it was a good main event, I thought, for what it was. And it ended with Triple H hitting a pedigree on Kane, and they won. Yeah, DX won, just like I predicted. Yeah, so yeah, and it ends with Shawn Michaels and Triple H like doing the DX sign, like holding hands, and Shawn Michaels looked exhausted. He had like a bloody nose. He was like, well, it is his first match back in like 8 years. And, he isn't his 50s, so he wasn't going to be amazing, was he? But the Shawn of all. But yeah, it was a good match. Shawn Michaels did look solid, I think. Poor Undertaker, though. I mean, he's lost 2 pay-per-view matches back-to-back now, hasn't he? He lost at Super Showdown, now Kane got pinned here, so doesn't look good for Taker, does it? I mean, but whatever. So rumor is that we might get Shawn Michaels and Undertaker, maybe one last ride, maybe at WrestleMania next year, maybe. We will see. But yeah, that was a good match. I think it was one of the few good matches on the show. Yeah, so that was Crown Jewel, a very underwhelming show with some absolutely baffling booking decisions. I can't... So, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe at 11 minutes. Brock Lesnar, the second 2-time Universal Champion. Shane McMahon, the World Cup final winner. Yeah. And then I thought the World Cup matches were fine until they got to the final. I thought they were fine. The Bar and New Day was fine. It was just fine, And DX and Brothers of Destruction was probably match of the night, but but that's not saying much, is it? Yeah, that was really it. That was Crown Jewel. Not a great show. If I'm my opinion, probably one of the weakest shows this year. Just very underwhelming, bad booking. That was Crown Jewel. Not a great show. Probably one of the weakest shows of the year, in my opinion. Probably in the top 3, maybe with Elimination Chamber and I don't want to comment what other fast pay-per-views, but yeah, it's up there. Not good. So yeah, guys, that was Crown Jewel. That's what I've got to think. So of course, Survivor Series is just over 3 weeks away. Looking forward to that. SmackDown versus Raw. Hopefully that can, we can get back on the up after this crap show. So Survivor Series usually is really good because Survivor Series last year was a really good show. So hopefully we can forget about this crap little show that we had tonight. Well, it was in front of like 40,000 people, but wasn't a good show. So yeah, Crown Jewel, no. And I really do hope they can get back on the up on Raw next week. So we will see. So yeah, what did you guys think of Crown Jewel? Comment below, let me know. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you all soon.